you know how it is in a marriage when you know you should get a divorce, but nobody wants to be a bad guy, nobody wants to pull the trigger. And so it was Valentine's Day, 1994, and I'm an idiot. So I decided I'm gonna do a romantic gesture so awesome that she could not walk away from it. So she goes to work. I have a tattoo artist come over to the house for 7 hours and make a tattoo of Roseanne's face from my nipple to my collarbone, the two most painful areas for a tattoo. Maybe the asshole hurts worse. And in my mind, she'll walk through the door and I'll go, honey, happy Valentine's Day, bam. And she'll go, oh my God, I just remembered how much I loved you. Here's what happened in real life. Honey, happy Valentine's Day. She goes, oh my God, you're an asshole. Just kept walking. I'm like, holy fuck. Now I'm an asshole with a giant Roseanne tattoo on my fucking chest. Like, that is the worst kind of asshole to be because it doesn't get dark enough for another woman to sleep with you with Roseanne's face staring straight at him. No offense on her, no offense on her. Nice lady. She had a tattoo on her butt that said property of Tom Arnold. That's a fact, and it made me the 4th largest property owner in California. So, it all goes around. We're buddies. But this is during the Jenny Craig time. And when she had the knife, I saw her in her eyes. She was going this way. And she's like, I don't want to fuck up that beautiful tattoo on my face. I will stab him here. By the way, the heart is under here. She could have done some damage. So say about, you can stab me every day of the week here. Guys, if you're going to get stabbed, I highly recommend this area right here. Doesn't even hurt. So April of 94, she files for divorce. And coincidentally, I lost my job that day. And everybody in my business, everybody everywhere said, he will never work again. He has no talent. He rode her coattails. He'll be back in Iowa in 2 weeks. And I was like, that is probably true. But I worked for 6 years on one of the best shows on television. I will have great stories for my grandkids, okay? I've worked with the best writers, producers, actors. Great stories for my grandkids. And Jim Cameron and Arnold Schwarzenegger were like, screw those people. True Lies comes out in 2 months. That will change everything. I was like, oh my God, I want to believe you, but I don't. But it did. Now, the movie True Lies, so I got that. Here's how you get a movie. You have an agent, and if you have an agent, your agent works very hard for you on 2 occasions, and 2 occasions only. Their first day, super excited, and their last day. Now, I got a call from my agent, and he's like, hey, Jim Cameron, Avatar, Titanic, Terminator, he wants to meet you for the movie True Lies, which I knew was bullshit, because I knew real actors were meeting for that part. And I told him, that's bullshit. You think we're leaving William Morris? He's like, oh, I swear. Well, at least read the script, he said. And Jim Cameron doesn't just send a script over to your house to peruse for the weekend. He has a dude stand next to you, and you can see his gun holstered. I'm not even shitting you. So that the second you're done, he can take it away from you so you don't tell anybody what's in it. But by page 12 of this script, I realized this part is too big. I will never get it. I'm like, is there a bartender that works like a half a day or some shit? Like, realistic? Yeah. And my agent's like, no, he still wants to meet with you. And I knew it was bullshit. Now it's a mercy meeting. He's begged him. And I had some self-esteem. But I thought, you know what? In 24 years, I'm going to be at a theater in downtown LA that was last cleaned when the fucking Marx Brothers performed there. And I want to brag that I met Jim Cameron. And this would be my only chance to meet Jim Cameron. So I went to his house, and he was very nice to me, and we chit-chatted a little bit. And then he's like, okay, Tom, do the audition scene. And I was like, yeah, I didn't even read it. He's like, oh my God, you didn't learn the audition scene. I go, no, because I know I'm not getting the movie, so why even try? Which is a lesson I want to teach my children. It just saves you so much time. And he was like, oh my gosh, well, you're here, it's 2 pages. Read this off this paper. So I read this one time, and then he said words that changed my life. He said, get Arnold down here. Now, I worked at a meatpacking plant for 3 years out of high school, on the kill floor. And I'll tell you this, if you work at a meatpacking plant on the kill floor, 2 things are facts. 1, you will get very drunk every day. And 2, you will have crazy-ass dreams. Like that you're best friends with Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? And then you wake up at 4:45 a.m. and it'll be time to go chisel heads or whatever kind of shit job you got. You realize, oh my God, I live in Tupelo, Iowa. I work at the Hormel meatpacking plant. I will never fucking meet Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then 10 years later, he's walking right up on you there, just like your dream. And he comes up, and you do this scene together one time, and it's like when you met your wife or your best friend or your football team won a big game. In this universe, magic happens once in a while. And something clicked, and Jim Cameron put his script down and goes, holy hell, Tom, you got it. You got the part, but, that was perfect.